Yo, yo, yo! So, je vais aller pour un jogging. Puis je vais show off mes physical capacity. Peace. I put some Vibram shoes, the hemp ones. They're probably not the best for jogging. They're more like casual shoes. But I'll get to it. So here I am at the park. I'm gonna try to set my camera somewhere. And yeah, just do some dumb stuff to show how I feel about my body right now. Which is not the best. But I'm gonna get to it. Nothing to it. Here I am. I'm gonna do some weird stuff. Alright. Right. How's that feeling? Alright. I got my dreadlocks. I just put a bandana. My hat. They might go out of whack and I don't feel good. I have to buzz my head off to feel good jogging. I don't know. Just kidding. I'm gonna do whatever comes to my mind. just like running against the wind. I've had some bad dreams of like running against the wind and you can't get away with it. It's hard to run. Yeah. It's very hard to run. Is it just because I'm out of shape? Probably. Oh my god. I'm into like the feeling somehow. And I guess there's another like you know the feeling of dancing and it doesn't feel like anything to work out. And there's also like the run like against the wind feeling. That's what I got going on. I got some type of feeling, but I lost it. No, like some type of hype. I lost the hype due to vamping. What I learned to protect myself is blocking your mouth. I use scotch tape to block my mouth. I use a yoni egg, a lot of vamping through vaginas. And you just put a yoni egg on and learn how your vagina is if you want to masturbate with some gemstones wand. If you want to masturbate with some dildos and gemstones wand and put some yoni eggs on and just test out your vagina and try it out and see how it goes and feels to make sure there's no like feeling afraid inside your vagina or just feeling like not okay or getting raped energetically and feeling like shit all the time. So yoni eggs totally help with my vagina, which I could be dead for. Without a yoni egg, I'd be dead. And I learned how to put some scotch tape on my mouth and learn how to reconfigure my mouth due to a lot of vamping. I know you can use sunglasses, gloves, Vibram shoes are good for me, like in a healthy way. Vegan is good for me in a healthy way. Tattoos can protect you. Tattoos are like a spell that can protect you. What else? I'm like, there's a bunch of stuff like that you can use to protect yourself against a lot of vamping. All of that is a big reason to why I'm still alive today. Learning how to protect yourself. Tattoos, yoni eggs, glasses, scotch tape on my mouth. I used a baby intubator thing. When I was in 2020, I went to Walmart and I bought a baby pacifier to block my mouth at some point. Like, I could have just bought scotch tape perhaps. Anyways, so I tried a couple things out and I'm just gonna keep going. And oh fuck, what's that? And just jogging. Like jogging is so complicated. I'm gonna get back to it though. It is a big effort. It's like running against the wind. I got fat and because I took a medication and I lost like a lot of strength. I'm not as strong as I used to be. It's kind of depressing, but I'm just like a lot better with my weight, my veganism, blah blah blah. So I'm very happy. I just feel good, so much better. Like my intestines are clearing up from pottying in a squat and being vegan, and my skin is clearing up, everything is clearing up. But I want to get back to like being able to run against the wind, which is like so hard. I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I'll get back up. Like, I'm young and it's not that bad. It could be way worse. It's not that bad, right? I almost died on the kitchen floor. It was bad, but I mean, you just keep going. Now that I'm in 2021, July 8th, so much is behind me. Like, I almost died around March, April. Now that I'm in July, I'm just gonna keep going, stay positive. I'm gonna get back to able to run like perhaps 5 kilometers. Like, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. 5 kilometers is pretty reasonable, but it was hard. Like when I was a kid running 5 kilometers due to intestines. My intestines would get really messed up and I would have diarrhea. Like, I want to go to the potty and poo-poo, and like after a couple like kilometers, and that was it like all the time. Then you feel like this so much pain in my intestines, but you just keep going. You can't potty anywhere, and you walk a bit through the 5 kilometers, and then like the pain in your intestines goes away, and you just keep going at running. Now that I'm vegan, at least I'm gonna have some clear intestines, and yeah, and I'm gonna keep going, and I got some of my Vibram shoes because I was hurting my knees when I used to run. I had some screwed up knees since primary school because I used to run a lot in some bad shoes. So due to that, it affected my hips, and I had a bad posture around my shoulders, and I had a lump where my neck is. I'm like happy barefoot shoes exist, or running barefoot, and I'm gonna get back to a good posture, my good intestines with veganism and being able to run against the wind, and that's just like strength and resilience. I got super weak, and I used to have like a hype of like a 7-year-old that wants to dance all the time. I think that's due to just like getting vamped a lot these days. The yoni egg, I put it on that one time, and I woke up, and I let it in my vagina the whole night through, and I woke up, and I felt like a 7-year-old with the hype like of a 7-year-old, and I felt like dancing and dancing, like, wow, I feel like a hyper good feeling 7-year-old, and I just wanted to dance, but my body is just not the same as a 7-year-old, but I felt my body inside, like, under all the old, I felt my 7-year-old body inside, and I'm like, I wish I could dance right now like a 7-year-old, but I mean, it's just like clearing up a lot your intestines perhaps, and your skin. I don't use soap, I just use distilled water and a lingette to wash my skin, and yeah, because yeah, there's a lot of residue of Invega, and it gets expelled from my skin. And as soon as I took out the yoni egg, when I felt like a 7-year-old waking up that one time, I just felt the pain and misery come back right away. Like, it just like got, like they were laughing at my vagina. It's like schizophrenia, and you just put a yoni egg and you feel so good again. But when I took it out for like, it's been in my vagina for a long time, so I should take it out now. So I just took it out, and I just felt the pain and misery come back right away. I admit to having a lot of pain and misery in my vagina due to masturbation, which I'm okay with, because I think it's good to masturbate before having sexual intercourse to get to know your body before anyone touches your body. So I did start masturbating before having any sexual intercourse with anyone, and I'm totally like comfortable and happy with it, and I kept masturbating to a crazy point. I was like detoxing from Invega. I do admit to taking a couple of CBD pills and half CBD THC pills while I was detoxing from Invega to get back to the mold of feelings and as some type of hype. And I had a schizophrenia and so many crazy experiences that I don't believe in schizophrenia. If you know me, I believe in spirituality and telepathy and gifts, and you get to know the world within. No, it's not schizophrenia. It's just getting to know spirits and the other side of where you are when you're dead, or people on the earth you can communicate through your mind and the third eye, okay? I got a third eye tattoo. I believe in telepathy and third eye stuff. And yeah, so I was detoxing from Invega, and I did take some more THC and CBD because that wasn't my problem when I went crazy. It wasn't the weed. It was just like so much was happening. I can't be independent. I'm just paranoid because I don't have a house and a job. I can't afford a house and food for myself. I'm very paranoid for my future. And then I went cuckoo, and I don't regret anything. I got some tattoos to protect myself, and I kept going and I kept going, and then I started detoxing, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take CBD and weed again because that's what I believe with. I'm not into smoking. I took some pills of CBD and oils of CBD, and I kept going with my little world, and you get to know the celebrity land where celebrities may talk to you and bully you or help you. It's like whatever, they're good and bad, you're just regular people, right? And they're in your head and they help you perhaps to stay alive, or they're very mean too. They just bully you around. And you get to know all that place. You get to know the prime minister and the presidents and dead people, and you just keep going because you can get mugged and murdered for stuff like that, for knowing that world. I'm like, that sucks. I could get murdered for knowing that exists, the Illuminati. But whatever, I think it should be common knowledge, and we should all know about this on the planet as a human species and learn how to protect ourselves. And yeah, so yoni eggs totally helped I explored my vagina like intensely, and I just protected it with yoni eggs, and I got tattoos too to protect myself, which are permanent. So that was vital for me, like my tattoos. help me stay alive. I would be dead without all that protection. And I'm just gonna keep going as a vegan, cleansing out my intestines, and I want to get back to a healthy state of mind of able to jog perhaps 5 kilometers is a goal perhaps of mine. And there's so much to learn within and so much to express. And I'm gonna keep trying to talk about all I've lived, because I think it's gonna stabilize. Like, I'm not gonna live anything as intense as I have lived in the past. I'm gonna stabilize my state of thought. I think I accumulated enough data, they say, or enough infiltration and shit like that. I accumulated enough, like, knowing how to protect myself and knowing how to be independent and live on my own, to just keep going and go to a healthy state of mind of no more schizophrenia. It's just, know how to cleanse yourself, because it's just very toxic. I might be like a little sticky, because I don't know, maybe weed makes you like sticky, if like it glues to you, but I don't regret it, because if I didn't take weed I wouldn't have my protection tattoo somehow. And it's just a long story short, I'm like, if you need to go with the weed, it's your choice. If you don't need to, it's cool, because personally, I don't regret it. I got some rat tats that protect me, and I'm a jogger. I knew I just could stop smoking, and now that weed is legal in Canada, weed is legal in Canada. When I was 18, 17 years old, weed was not legal. Now that weed is legal in Canada, I can just go to the weed store and buy myself some weed pills and some weed oils, and I kept exploring the world within, even if I got arrested by police officers and the hospital for taking weed at some point. Now it's legal, and I just kept going with my beliefs. Now it's legal, so cool. I'm not going to question the government. They know what they're doing. Blah, blah. I'm so happy weed is legal. Yeah. So I think that's cool. And I'm just going to keep going with my life now that I no longer have the necessity to smoke, or I no longer want to smoke, or whatever. I just know I'm able to get back to it, and just, I know how to jog. I grew up jogging. I was a good jogger, a good sprinter. I was a good, like, robust sprinter. I have a good bulk. I have double jointed shoulders. I know how to have a good sprint and have a good jog, long distance too. I just had intestinal problems, kneecaps problems, but I'm just gonna be the strongest thing I've ever have been at some point. I could go to the Olympics. Why not? You never know. I'm like, fuck it. Just do whatever you want with your life. I could be a vlogger, an Olympian, perhaps. Because vlogging is not professional or real. Vlogging is more like a hobby, not a real job. I could go to university, perhaps, if I get my brain some more oxygen and have like the resilience to make it through university without killing myself. Because university is just toxic, and I don't believe in what they teach over there. I will go to university for the social status more than anything, not for the knowledge, because you don't learn anything in school these days. It's just a load of crap, and you just gotta look around to what's the real thing going on. Well, I'm like, Vibram shoes, barefoot, veganism, yoni eggs, distilled water, and all that stuff when you're 18 and older, of like those papers the government send you. It's so complicated, those papers. Just like papers from those old people. I'm like, I don't want to get to know those old papers they send you of like money and stuff like that, and I just don't understand. It's too old in the brains, and I need to get to know like the government from like all those papers of bullshit they send you, but they could update it for the new generations that won't bother underestimating it, because it's too old. It's just not. They should update all those governmental papers they send you. It's just too much, and you don't even learn it in school, and then you just, oh, I'm out of school, I'm 18 and older, and just learn how like all those papers work. Is just way too much, and I just hope it updates. It's gonna update will be here. Like they're gonna update all that bullshit. They're gonna update all that bullshit, like those financials and I don't know. It's just a load of crap from the government. I don't need to know in my head. I didn't get to know it yet. It's just too much, I'm dependent of my mom, and I don't want to know the crap. But I am reassured that at some point my generation could take over the government and just make it way easier and cleaner and more understandable. Like all those governmental load of craps could be easy to understand, not just like, what the fuck is this bullshit? So there's so much on my plate, and I'm just gonna keep going one day at a time. To be honest, I think 22 years old, 21, 22 years old was probably the worst years of my life, where I almost died on the kitchen floor and I was detoxing, and I had to keep believing and try to not get arrested by police or hospital workers. Somehow, hospital workers and police just showed up at my place in March and April. It was very screwed up. And they just brought me to the hospital and released me. I had to walk back home. It's so screwed up what I just been through. I'm happy my parents got me a condo. I'm just like, one day at a time, get back on my feet and keep going. At least I know how to protect myself. Doesn't mean I'm the most protected thing ever. I think this is like the bottom of the bottom I've been like all my life. But it's not that bad, because at least I got some stuff in my brain about what's going on, and I'm just gonna keep going and everything should be fine. And I'm happy. And that's it. So that's how I feel physically. That's how I wanna, this is what I wanna say right now. If I wanna bring up some knowledge, I wanted to talk about RH negative, RH positive. I wanted to talk about blood, of how there are A blood, B blood, AB blood, O blood. And they say the A blood, I like to see myself as the best thing ever. Don't hate. So the A blood is the oldest blood on the planet that comes from the Garden of Eden. Supposedly from the internet, that's what they say. And it means in the Garden of Eden, they were like vegetarians and vegans. That's what they say online. That A people blood type have some type of intestines, blah, 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 blah. They're more like vegans. So we're the oldest and the wisest A people. I'm an A blood type. And yeah, we should all be vegans. I don't give a shit. Something bad happened on the planet a long, long time ago. Perhaps Ice Age or aliens attacked, whatever. And like people starting eating meat and it just got very low vibe. But A people are still around. Now it's a battle between like A blood types and O blood types. O blood types are like the carnivores that just eat meat and don't mind. And A blood type are like the vegans, and I'm like, I don't care if you're a O blood type, you need to eat vegan. Like a cat is able to eat vegan. You may say, oh no, cats are carnivores, they eat meat. Like those little cracker shit you give your cat, they need meat to eat. No, a cat could totally be okay with vegan protein. It's just like, whatever, like ask like a more professional person or make your research, but a cat is able to live with vegan protein and vegan like little grains, you know? And anyone can be vegan. All the animals could be vegan. Like everyone could be vegan on the planet. We could go back to the Garden of Eden where everyone is happy, all the animals, and there's all the animals and the humans. We could all be vegan. I don't care. Call me crazy. And we could have like the Garden of Eden all over again and just paradise on earth. Paradise is not in the sky, I say. Paradise is here on earth. So, want paradise on earth? Go vegan. Thank you. There's nothing to... Just go vegan. Like, it's crazy. You want paradise? You want to be happy and healthy? Go vegan. Let go of your little ego and just go vegan. Like, it's crazy, okay? Vegan and you're good, okay? Like, whatever stopping you for going vegan, just try to figure it out and try to go vegan. Like, it's so detrimental, and reinforce it and, like, have it so steady. Like, I don't know, get a vegan tattoo if you're that crazy. A friend of mine got a vegan tattoo of, like, I got a vegan logo tattoo and nothing's gonna be said. I'm vegan, you can't get to me. Or just talk about vegan on your social media a little once in a while and just keep it going for a couple of years, and people are gonna know you're a strong vegan and you won't like let go of the vegan outlook. And keep going with vegan for a paradise on earth. And RH negative is like aliens. And I would love to say a lot, but I'm happy to know RH negative are now in. It's just like an incompatibility between RH negatives and RH positives. Of they can't have babies together. It's still possible. Like nowadays they have like a injection they give the mom if she's impregnated with a RH positive dad. So the fetus is not a undesirable fetus in the woman's body, because the woman's body is naturally rejecting a foreign object, you know, weird alien stuff. And yeah, they just invented a injection, like, I don't know, in the 90s, in the 1900, whatever. And now, like, RH negative vagina people, like RH negative like humans, RH negative girls, RH negative woman, RH negative vagina humans, whatever, RH negative vagina omen for equality, LOL, are able to have a RH positive dad for their children. Chances are the baby's going to be RH positive. Whatever, there's so much to genetics. The other way around, my grandma of mine, Therese, is RH positive. So she has the rhesus monkey gene. It's the monkey gene. It means you're related to apes and monkeys. It means you have like the gene of where you're from, of cavemen and monkey genes, and you're from somewhere on the planet. My grandma, Therese, has the monkey gene, but my grandpa, that was like before the injection was a thing and around. And my grandpa, Irené, is RH negative. He's an alien from probably a violation of the planet somewhere in the dark past, or maybe it's just like an alien that peacefully came to the planet. Who knows? Nobody knows. And so what happened is that my dad got born and he is RH negative, so you know it's possible. And then his little sister got born, Michelle, and she's RH positive. And there's also my uncle Jean, my aunt and my uncle. I think that they're both RH positive, but my dad is RH negative. Maybe my uncle Jean is RH negative. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, my dad is RH negative, but his parents RH positive and RH negative. And I was born, my mom is RH negative, and I'm RH negative, but one of my ancestors, Therese, is RH positive, but there's so much to it. Maybe it's like the blood quantum of quantity of how much negative you have over how much positive. I don't think that's how it is, but it is strange. Because I'm like, maybe I just like can't relate to my RH positive ancestors. Maybe it's just like black and white. You're either RH positive or RH negative. But you may have like weird ancestor. Weird things may happen. It's possible. But generally, a RH negative woman is going to reject the fetus if it's RH positive. Because it's like another species of human. Yeah, so that's about it. I had something else to say. I'm just gonna zone out in outer space. RH negatives, you could say a lot about them. RH positive, I just lost my train of thought due to vamping and schizophrenia and people in my head. But what I'm going to say is I'm going to definitely come back to the subject of what I meant. Oh yeah, the percentage of RH negative on the planet is around 15%, the internet says, and there's a specific location in Spain with more RH negative, and there's so much RH negative, there's RH negative attributes of, I don't know, eye color and just like weird alien stuff. People like to go crazy over whatever is more like, who knows, like the Ankh and Egyptian times, like how did the pyramid of Giza got built? Well, who knows how they got built, it's too crazy. So all that stuff, they just like to invent stories, or maybe it's true, maybe there is a crazy story behind all of this. So that's all I gotta say. What are phones? How did phones come here? That is a crazy alien technology, these phones. Wow, I'm questioning it. I went crazy this year. I'm gonna get back to it with eating clean, vegan, okay? And all that stuff. Peace on earth, heaven on earth. I don't want any problems. We're all equal. We're all loved. And yeah, I like to be seen as a good person. You can view me any type of way, to be honest. Whatever. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Have a beautiful day. I'm gonna come back for more details on anything. this is a long vlog. I'm gonna try to leave everything in. And have an amazing day. Peace and love. I'll be back for the next scene perhaps. Or whatever, maybe this is it. Peace and love. I'll insert some photos perhaps. Yeah, peace and love. Some photos of memories of when I was at my little apartment right now. My little apartment right now, just some memories from that time, and the videos with some photos. Some photos from inside my apartment I could take at the moment and wrap it up, make it a vlog. I would love to make another vlog to conclude my apartment understanding right now and wrap it up, and I'm going to move out to a different location, a condo my parents got for me, and I would like it to just stabilize, to be okay, and everything's going to be fine. And I'm going to keep it going with positivity, like a lifestyle you could feed off of. You could get a good mood and positivity, and that could be my work, because on this planet you need some money to live and money to have a house and food. So I'm not anyone special. I'm going to need to do something in the most positive way possible to make an income, or as ugly as it is, I'm going to need some money to eat and have a house, which I'm not okay with, because if it was paradise on earth, we probably wouldn't need money. It's like a totally different understanding of when you don't need money and there's paradise on earth. No one gets exploited and no one feels as a slave. We're all like slaves right now working. If you're a worker, you're probably a slave. And I'm not saying you're just gonna win the lottery and no longer be a slave. I'm just saying that's just how it is right now. We're all like slaves on the planet. But we could get out of that slavery state of mind and maybe make it into a more paradisiac. So I do admit to wasting perhaps your time with my videos. Perhaps you enjoy it, because I'm like, try to do it for yourself. And building paradise on earth is work, I guess. You need to keep working and end it with no one has to work. No one wants to work. And at some point, after a lot of hard work, call me a hypocrite. After a lot of hard work, no one is gonna have to work. Or call me a hypocrite if after no hard work, after just easy like baby play in your house, I don't know, just paradise on earth exists, and I don't believe in slavery, and I'm gonna keep going with my hard work online. If I am going to want an income and a house and food. And I'm going to maybe try inspiring all of you to do the same for you, and to understand that it is a bit like a hypocrite state of mind of, why do I do this? Because I need some money. And I know it's dumb, but I don't want to work, so I'm going to do something that's more of a hobby to get through life. And I'm like, so sorry, but I hope you enjoyed the entertainment, okay? I'm like, I hope you enjoyed the entertainment you get after your misery of a life at work and you get back home. And if you want to watch me online, I hope you enjoyed the entertainment at some point. I'm going to get to something that is hopefully the most enjoyable thing on the planet. And that's about it for Heaven on Earth. There's a bit of bullshit, because this is how it is right now, where I don't have my house, and I'm not good, but I'm not going to exploit anyone. I'm going to do everything on my own somehow. Blah, 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 blah. Try to lead the example. And I don't have all the answers, okay? I don't have all the answers to how paradise on earth is going to occur. I see myself as a utopist, not a dystopian, not a dystopist. I'm like, I believe in a positive outcome on the planet, and utopian and utopist, like a positive future and paradise on earth. Because hell on earth is right now. Right now, like, is hell on earth. I'm not kidding. And maybe we could work it through. I don't know. Slave it through. And find paradise on earth. So, I'm just a regular mofo. I'm just a regular person, okay? And I'm just gonna lead some type of example. And that's about it. So, hopefully you enjoy the rawness, or like, if that's how it is, it's just hell on earth right now, but I believe in heaven. I am an Ibla type. I'm gonna start some shit maybe here and there. I believe we're all from the Garden of Eden. We're all from A blood type. I don't know. I don't give a shit. It's just, I believe in heaven on earth. Whether you're O blood type or A blood type, B people might be the limbo of, of like a, it was like A was first, then B, then O, the carnivores of like B people are neutral. But I don't give a shit. I believe A is the best because I'm A. I'm gonna come off as an egocentric, self-absorbed perhaps of I'm the best thing you got, okay? I'm A, negative, and I'm the best thing you got. And I'm a part of 15% of the population. I'm a minority you could hate me for and want to kill me. But I don't give a shit. I won't say I'm the best thing on the planet for being RH negative. I'm gonna say I'm the best thing on the planet for being just A blood type from the Garden of Eden, which is like half the population, okay? Half the population is A, the other half is O, and there's like B, okay? There's a mingle of B and AB. And I'm gonna say I'm the best thing you got because I'm an A, and I'm the oldest, and I'm from the Garden of Eden, and I'm into vegan and paradise on earth, okay? And O blood type, figure your shit out because I can't think for you because I'm a vegan and I'm O. I fucked up. I'm a vegan and I'm O. If you're an O and you're vegan, rock it, okay? I don't know. It's stupid. We all need to be vegan. We're all cool. We're all mature. I like to kid around with some discrimination or like whatever. You could hate me, think I'm ugly and disgusting. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. I'm just joking with some stuff you might not like be okay joking around. Like don't joke about, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. I learned stuff myself, okay? I'm not like an angel or like a god, or I might be a god, but I believe in still learning. I'm just kidding around. Oh my fucking god. I got so much tension in my head. I'm a god. I'm like the Gabbie god. I don't give a shit. Like, interpret it as you want. Hate me or love me. Whatever. Hopefully you enjoy my stupidity. Okay, and that was it for me. Okay, so this is like 40 minutes of me talking. I wasn't really like expressing my physical capacity too much this one time. I'm gonna get back to it. Maybe I could post another vlog that's more like cleaned up and cut like 10 minutes, not too long, and 15 minutes, like 20 max or something. Okay, peace. Regarde, c'est une caméra. Tu comprends ça, la caméra?